My grandfather was a great old-fashioned storyteller, but after he passed away, the stories that he told me about the Second World War and many other things, they faded much quicker than I expected. And I've been looking for a solution to keep people's stories alive since then. We help people to turn their life story into a book, and we think that's really important because it gives the next generations the opportunity to learn about where they come from through the eyes of their own family members. One of the most important things we do is pairing people with the right writer, and we do that by looking at their cultural and their professional background, but also at their personality and their location. After we've done that, we send people a questionnaire, which really helps them to bring back their memories and to start thinking about what they want to talk about in their book. And then they go into these interviews, which are really the most important thing, where people get to tell anything they like.
Yeah, and we'll just discuss your life, and we'll start from the beginning, and we'll just work through.
And from there, we take care of everything from putting the photos in the right place and forming a really beautiful book that can hopefully last for centuries. A ghostwriter means that you write in the voice of the person you're writing for.
Ghostwriting, you're always working very closely with someone. It's very emotional. I love the process. It's their book. It belongs to them. Nancy is someone who I started working with through StoryTerrace. She has lived a really, really fascinating life. She is the mother who was selling the hot dogs at the sports games. You know, she was the home ec teacher at the high school, right? She was a person who was always, you know, not in the spotlight. But in her memoir, you can see that her life was so rich, and the things that she did were really quite amazing. She worked at Nanette's Children's Wear, which was one of the major children's wares manufacturers in the world. It was right here in Philadelphia. Nancy is a fantastic example of a person who lived what you might call an ordinary life, but her stories are fantastic, and her memoir just turned out beautiful. I just ask questions, and I listen, and I make a very, very detailed table of contents, and I write the first chapter. And then I bring that back to the person, and we make sure that the style is exactly right because we want it to be in the voice of the person. That's very, very important. Meanwhile, in the background, StoryTerrace is collecting your pictures, and they're doing your design work, and they're making the cover, and they're putting the whole thing together for you. And in the end, you get hardcover copies of your book. It's a really beautiful process.
I've relived my whole life. I've relived my whole life from the time I was 5. You relive everything. Some are happy thoughts, some are a little sadder, but that was fun. That was fun.
There are 2 words you always want to hear, and that's just thank you. You really got me. You really understood what I was trying to say, and you made it into something concrete. And that's just so rewarding. It's why I do this.
Our goal is to make sure that in the future, everyone captures their life stories so that you can read about your parents, grandparents, and great-grandparents in the future.
Hi, I'm Shirley.
And I'm Regina Mitchell. For more videos like this, subscribe to WHYY.